So I'm just cleaning one of my stencils. The reason I love using plastic with these stencils is because if you let your stencil sit long enough, the paint just flakes off and you can take it back to the original stencil, which is great. So I wanted to talk about, just quickly, was about your CVs and stuff. And I think it's even more important to be professional if you haven't got any art training or if you don't have any art education. And the reason I say that is because, you know, a lot of people will judge you because you don't have an art education. They don't think that, you know, your work's good enough if you haven't studied. But honestly, as I've said before, you know, you can go to art school and do a 4-year degree and still turn out shit art, if you know what I mean. So, you know, it's just this old school mentality. So it's always important that you try and make your CV as professional as you can, and, you know, create a website, do all that sort of thing, because that all goes to show galleries, etc., that you're actually really serious about what you do. You take a bit of pride in how you present yourself, and it's professional. I mean, I've seen people that go to art school, and that doesn't make them any more professional than, you know, an outsider artist or a self-taught artist. But unfortunately, when you want to play in the playground with the big boys, you sort of got to play by their rules. And so yeah, it just makes sense that you need to have a professional CV, etc., etc. Anyway, I was just raving on about that. So this is the stencil I'm going to use to carve out for the that I'm going to use on the painting to create my ghost fish. And I've done it before in another work, and was quite happy with the results. So I'll keep carving away. So you remember a couple of months ago, I was applying to get a studio space in town at this, basically there was this building that came available, and this group of artists took it over, and they were going to convert it into, like, you know, a lot of studio spaces and then rent them out. And if you remember that, I contacted them and asked them, sent them an email asking if I could, you know, find out more information, and that I was really interested. And as you know, I got a response saying, you know, we're only taking professional artists who have this sort of category, have this sort of rating, yeah, so it's pretty hard to get in, blah blah blah, but basically they just said no. Anyway, guess what I found on YouTube last week? I found their promotional video. And what a promotion it is. So I'll give you the link. You have to check it out because it's quite funny. Now, it's in Norwegian, so most of you won't understand it, but you really don't need to understand it to get the context of the video. The main focus is on the coffee pot, as you will see, and they don't seem to show a lot of artists, etc., etc., but I'll let you make your own opinion. But, you know, you're more than welcome to leave them a little comment, because, you know, I like to stir the pot every now and again, since this is my area, and sometimes these people need to be shown that outsiders deserve a place too, and that, you know, I can be as professional as anybody else. Too funny. Yeah, one more time. Yeah. So I thought I'd work outside today because there's no wind, no rain. It's very still, which is perfect, and it's a great autumn day. Well, great for Norway anyway. So might as well take advantage of being in the fresh air. Means I don't have to wear a mask. Right. So I'm just hitting this one again, building up another layer. Probably build up quite a few layers of different colours actually. Sort of help them blend together a bit more. Ooh, blue leaves. How pretty. Yeah, quite like that. So I'm going to try and finish this painting today as well, resolve it. I mean, it's 99% done, but just this corner here, it annoys me a little bit. It's definitely unresolved in that area, so I'm just going to add... I think I'm going to add a bird nest in the corner here. I think that'll work well with the composition. My template broke, so I have to sort of plaster it up. And that will be perfect if that dries flat. So I don't mind where this is heading. I actually quite like the school of ghost fish, but I was thinking maybe I should have like beams of light coming out of their eyes, and like the lights on a head on a car, like beaming across in, I don't know, different directions to sort of break it up. I don't know, I'll think about that. Quite like that idea. And this one, I have to let this coat dry, but I do quite like some of the tones from the blue now. Sort of reminds me of like midnight in a forest, sort of. I've just got to let this dry, let these runs dry here. Because spray paint and acrylic don't blend, when the acrylic dries up, you still get this nice effect from the spray paint mixed with it, and it actually works nice in this nest. And then I'll just define the couple of eggs, I don't know, with some sort of red pen, or I don't know, haven't decided yet, but it's very subtle, and that's what I like. I didn't want the nest too in your face, and that sort of will help the composition. So here's one of my new little white paintings that I created today. Still got to dry yet, and then I'm going to varnish it up so it's all polished. But I love all the colours. I think it turned out quite nice.
Man in the mirror, I'm asking him to change his ways. No message could have been any clearer. If you want to make the world a better place, you take a look at yourself and then make that change. Na na na.